Hello everyone, this is Johnny and welcome back. As you can see, I have white shade cloth over my greenhouse structure here. And so I want to give a quick update on where we are with this project. And I also have germination of some of my Japanese maple seeds already. So let me show you what I've been working on. Okay, so I have benches across most of the greenhouse here. I do have a little section here where I don't have any benches, but I plan to just store stuff there, pots, soil bags, etc. I might even put a potting bench here at the end of the greenhouse area. But nonetheless, across the rest of it, I have benches complete. You can also see that I have put mulch underneath the benches and also in the walkway. Then if we go across here, I have lots of seeds that are starting. But really excitingly, I'm actually getting germination already with some of my Japanese maples. So for example, this particular batch here, I took these seeds from a Goodwill in my local area. There was a Japanese maple tree on a Goodwill property. Got permission from those in the store and got a bunch of those seeds, and a bunch of those are sprouting. I also see here that the tree that I think is a blood good that's in my yard, I have some germination there. Some of those are coming up. In a local park near me, there is a green, just kind of a standard green Acer palmatum, and those seeds, those are coming up really well. See right there. Some of the other trays have some starting to come up. And then I'm also really excited because the Acer palmatum Makawa Yatsubusa seedlings are also coming up, as you can see there. So that tray has some coming up. This tray has some coming up. That tray has some coming up. And then in this tray, there's like 2 coming up. There's also an Acer palmatum pine bark Japanese maple, and those have germinated as well. Now, normally I don't get germination of Japanese maples, at least in my yard that I've been digging up, or the seeds that I put out in trays in my yard, until like somewhere closer to April. But of course we're here in mid-February and I have a bunch coming up already. It has been decently warm compared to some years in the past for our winter. Our winter's been pretty mild, but it's really interesting to see these seedlings germinating so quickly. But of course I am excited to see them coming up. So I want to talk about the reason why I chose white shade cloth over a black shade cloth. Most of the time when you see shade cloth, it's black. But I did some research and it seems like this white shade cloth will do a better job reflecting heat away from the structure. So it should help keep my Japanese maple leaves from scorching this summer. And in addition, the white should let through a full spectrum of light, which should make for healthier plants. I did get this shade cloth from a company called Bootstrap Farmer. You might be familiar with them. And I did recently become an affiliate with Bootstrap Farmer. And if you're interested, this shade cloth is really high quality. It's a monofilament 50% white shade cloth, and they sell it in a lot of different sizes. And if you make purchases from Bootstrap Farmer using my affiliate link in the video description, they will give me a commission at no extra cost to you, and that does help support this channel. But I have used their trays and pots in the past, and they have great quality products that I can definitely recommend to you. So this is what they call the monofilament white shade cloth, and when you cut it, it will not unravel, and so it's nice, and it should last a really long time. And then to attach it to the hoop structure here on the edges, I found these clips right here on Amazon. And I purchased these clips, and they're perfect for this PVC here. The size I got are for 1-inch PVC, which is really about 1.25 inches on the exterior diameter. And I'm going to add more clips here. I purchased another box of these, and I'm going to make this a little neater, fold it over, and clip more of these on here. But overall, I like the way this looks. As far as how I attach the shade cloth to the rest of the structure, I just used wiggle wire and track. And I've shown you that before, but just here to the bottom boards here, I attached these tracks and then put in the spring wire, wiggle wire to hold that tight. I also am really happy with the door latch hardware that I bought here. So I also got that on Amazon, and it easily attached to this door that I created. And it allows me to open the door from the outside or from the inside. Really easy to set up, and I will link to that as well as the plastic clips with an Amazon affiliate link. And if you want to purchase those and you use my link, Amazon will give me a commission. Now, just outside of my greenhouse area, there are some walkways here and an area that used to be a bed. And I'm going to do some work today clearing this out and making this a lot cleaner. I have done quite a bit of work on this side and got this looking pretty good earlier this year. So let me take some time to do some cleaning here, and then I'll check back in with you. So on this property there are a lot of hellebores, and these are Helleborus orientalis. Very lovely. There's various colors here, but this particular one is kind of a spotted purpley pink. But I'm going to be digging up a bunch of the little seedlings around this. So you can see all these little seedlings here. Right around here, we're going to be digging those up and potting those up and growing those out to some beautiful flowers. Here's a variegated hellebore, Helleborus argutifolius, and this one also has a lot of seedlings where maybe a flower dropped. So I'm going to go ahead and dig up a bunch of those as well. On this side there are quite a few of the white Helleborus orientalis, and I love how these have little spots inside of the white flowers. There are quite a few seedlings throughout here, and I'm going to start with this little spot right here with all these little seedlings, and hopefully these come up true to the mother plant with all those little spots and beautiful white hellebores. So here are the hellebores that my wife potted up. I dug them up and my wife potted them up. There's also some anemones that we potted up right here, and those were kind of mixed in with the hellebores. I accidentally dug those up, so we went ahead and potted those up as well. But a lot of different hellebores across here that will be growing out. I guess there's some anemones here and a little bit of hellebores in that one. So I'll be growing these out, and hopefully we'll get some variegation from some of the ones I got from the variegated plant. And then we should have white flowers with speckles and kind of that purpley pink with some speckles as well. I also added a few more clips. I still have a lot more to do, but I added a few more clips on this and started rolling over this cloth. I of course need to do a little bit more, but these clips are wonderful, and once again I will link down below if you want to use this. These are great for affixing plastic or shade cloth to PVC structures like this. And then here, this walkway is now mostly weeded. We still have a little bit there to the right, but the walkway is mostly weeded now. I still need to come through and do some final weeding, and then I plan to most likely mulch this area so weeds don't come back. And down here, I could probably put some weed cloth down, some mulch, and then have some potted plants that lay there potentially. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. And then I also took a cable and just slightly pulled this particular Acer palmatum peaches and cream away from the structure there, because it was touching the greenhouse structure, but now that it's slightly pulled back, it's not. This is one I've shown you in the past, a peaches and cream tree. This pot was set here years ago, and it just rooted into the ground, and it's so rooted, I don't want it to try to dig it out and kill it. Maybe eventually I'll do that, but definitely this year I didn't want to do that. And I do plan to take some cuttings this year from this. We may even try to graft some from this. Thanks for following along with me. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. I should have a lot of great content coming out later this year. Of course, I have all of these Japanese maple seeds that will be sprouting and that are sprouting now, and I will be potting them up later on. Hopefully there will be a lot of unique colors, and maybe even down the line I will be able to name some varieties from these seedlings. But until next time, thanks for watching.